Why did the plumber break up with his wrench? Because she couldn't stop turning on him. Welcome to a rollicking journey down the drain of a plumber's daily life. We're about to twist the valves open on the often overlooked, wet and wild world of plumbing. From the unexpected scenarios that make every day an adventure, to the emotional roller coaster that accompanies every unclogged pipe and fixed leak. Grab your wrenches and plungers, folks, to dive deep into the pipes of humor and education. Who doesn't know what a plumber is? But have you ever wondered what they really do? Let's dive in, shall we? Picture a warrior not brandishing a sword, but a plunger, fighting against the monstrous clogs and leaks in the labyrinth of pipes that lurk beneath our homes. A plumber, my friends, is this brave warrior. They are the unsung heroes who ensure that water flows smoothly in our homes, and when it doesn't, they dive into the murky depths of drains and sewers to battle whatever blockage is causing the chaos. From the minor skirmishes with dripping faucets to the epic battles with pipe bursts, plumbers face it all with a tool belt and a sense of humor. And get this, they often find themselves in hilarious situations too, like fishing out your child's toy from the toilet or discovering a garden gnome in the sewer line. So, a plumber is like a doctor, but for your pipes. Every day is a surprise in the plumbing world. Imagine waking up every morning, not knowing what you'll face. Will it be a standard pipe leak, a clogged toilet, or perhaps a rogue alligator in a sewer line? Yes, you heard me right, an alligator. You see, the life of a plumber is not a predictable 9-to-5 grind. It's an adventure, a roller coaster ride of sorts. One moment you're wrestling with a stubborn pipe, and the next, you're playing detective, unraveling the mystery of the missing wedding ring that somehow found its way into the drain. And let's not forget about the surprise parties. Oh, not the fun kind with balloons and cake. I'm talking about those unexpected gatherings of critters who've made a cozy home in the pipelines. From harmless spiders to slithering snakes, a plumber's job can often turn into a wildlife rescue mission. Then there's the case of the phantom flusher. Picture this, a toilet that flushes on its own, like it's possessed. It's a quirk that might spook out the average person. But for a plumber, it's just another day at the office, solving mysteries and busting plumbing myths. And how about those instances when a plumber doubles as a treasure hunter? Amidst the grime and muck, they often find unexpected treasures, like a rare coin or a long-lost toy. It's like a real-life version of a treasure hunt, just a bit messier and smellier. But here's the thing. Despite the unpredictability, the unexpected encounters, and the occasional gross-out moments, plumbers love their job. They thrive on it. Because with each new day comes a new challenge, a new problem to solve, and a new story to tell. They never know what they might find, but that's what makes it exciting. So the next time you see a plumber, give them a nod of appreciation. Because they're not just fixing pipes, they're braving the unknown, one drain at a time. So remember, in plumbing, always expect the unexpected. Plumbing isn't just about pipes and water, it's a roller coaster of emotions. It's like being a detective, a superhero, and a therapist all rolled into one. And boy, does it make for some wild stories. Take this one, for example. Ever had a customer break down in happy tears when you rescued their wedding ring from the sink pipe? It's like you've just saved their marriage. You've not just unclogged a drain, you've unclogged the tension in their relationship. Now that's what we call a job well done. And then there are those moments of fear and anticipation, like when you're gingerly reaching into an ominous-looking pipe, hoping it's not a nest of spiders or something worse. It's like a game of plumbing roulette. You never know what you're going to find. But when you pull out a toy dinosaur that's been causing havoc, the relief is palpable. The only casualty is the dinosaur. And let's face it, he had it coming. There are also moments of sheer pride, like when you've battled with a stubborn pipe for hours, and finally you hear that satisfying whoosh of water flowing freely. It's a moment of triumph that would make any knight proud. The dragon, vanquished. The castle, saved. The plumber, victorious. And let's not forget the moments of despair, like when a simple job turns into an all-day affair because the previous plumber was actually the homeowner's brother-in-law, who thought he could fix it with duct tape and wishful thinking. As you peel off layer after layer of tape, you can't help but feel a sense of dread. But hey, at least it's job security, right? But the best part? At the end of the day, you can look back at the chaos and the comedy, the triumphs and the trials and say, yep, I did that. I made a difference today. And that's what makes it all worthwhile. Yes, even plumbers have their ups and downs, and not just in the pipes. There are some misconceptions about plumbing that are just too hilarious to ignore. Let's dive right in, shall we? First up, the classic belief that plumbers are only needed for emergencies. While we do love to swoop in and save the day, we're not just superheroes with plungers. We're also here to help with regular maintenance and ensure your plumbing system is running as smoothly as a newly greased water slide. Next up, the notion that all plumbers do is fix toilets. We get it, toilets are important, but they're just one piece of the pipeline puzzle. We're also experts in installing water heaters, repairing leaky faucets, and even helping with your home's heating system. So, the next time you think of a plumber, remember, we're more than just your toilet's best friend. Now let's tackle the belief that every plumbing job is a quick fix. While we'd love to be magicians pulling solutions out of our tool belts, the reality is that sometimes plumbing repairs take time. We're dealing with complex systems, and sometimes we have to play detective to find that elusive leak or blockage. And speaking of blockages, there's a common myth that anything can go down the drain as long as you have a good garbage disposal. Let me tell you, your disposal isn't a black hole. It can't handle everything you throw at it. Bones, coffee grounds, pasta, they can all wreak havoc on your plumbing. So, treat your drains with respect, and they'll return the favor. Finally, the funniest misconception of all, that plumbing is a dirty job. While we do have our moments, the majority of our work is technical, requiring a keen eye and a steady hand. So the next time you see a plumber, don't just hand them a plunger, give them a high five for their technical prowess. And so, the myth-busting plumber strikes again. Remember, understanding the truth behind these misconceptions can save you time, money, and a whole lot of unnecessary plumbing drama. If you're enjoying this plunge into the plumbing world, show us some love. It's your likes, subscriptions, and shares that keep us elbow deep in the humor of this unpredictable profession. You know, the kind of humor that comes from finding a rubber ducky in a drain pipe or a garden gnome lodged in a sewer line. Yes, it's been that kind of day. If you've been laughing along with us or even learned a thing or two about the wild world of plumbing, hit that like button. It's like a high five, but for the digital age. And if you haven't done so yet, consider subscribing. We're on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers, and every click brings us closer. Finally, let us know your favorite parts of the video in the comments below. Was it the rubber ducky or the garden gnome? Or maybe it was something else entirely? Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers and keep your pipes of support flowing. Before we wrap up, here's something to tickle your funny bone. You're probably wondering, can plumbing be funny? Well, guess what? It certainly can be. So let's dive into a little tale that'll have you laughing all the way to the bathroom. Picture this. Our plumber, let's call him Joe, is called in to fix what seems like a typical run-of-the-mill clogged sink. Joe, armed with his trusty plunger and a can-do attitude, steps into the scene, ready to save the day. But oh, the surprises that await him. As Joe reaches into the depths of the sink, he pulls out, not a hairball or a rogue piece of jewelry, but a rubber ducky. Yes, you heard it right. A rubber ducky, in all its yellow and squeaky glory, had been the culprit behind the great sink debacle. A child's bath time toy had managed to make its way from the tub to the sink, creating a plumbing mystery worthy of Sherlock Holmes. The look of surprise and amusement on Joe's face was priceless, and as he held up the offending rubber ducky, victorious, the family couldn't help but burst into laughter. It was a sight to behold, an epic battle of man versus rubber ducky, with our hero emerging triumphant. This is just a day in the life of a plumber, where the unexpected is the norm, where rubber duckies become arch nemeses, and every job is an adventure. It's not just about pipes and wrenches, but about the hilarious and unpredictable things that life and plumbing throw at us. So next time you find your sink clogged or your toilet acting up, remember it could be anything. Maybe a misplaced toy, or perhaps a secret portal to the land of lost socks. Who knows? In the world of plumbing, anything is possible. And that, folks, is the hilarious life of a plumber. As we drain out the last drop of humor, we'd love to hear from you. You know, it's been quite a journey, plumbing the depths of this fantastic profession. From unpredictable pipe bursts to the emotions of a clogged sink, we've seen it all. And we're sure you've got a couple of hilarious plumbing tales of your own tucked away. So, why not share? Drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear about that time when your cat decided the bathroom sink was its new bed, or when you accidentally turned the garden hose into a surprise sprinkler system. And if you've chuckled, guffawed, or even just smirked a little during this video, do us a solid and hit that like button. We're on a mission to unclog the internet with 1,000 subscribers, and your support can really help us get there. Remember, subscribing to our channel is like calling a plumber. You're securing a professional to keep the humor flowing, and if you've already subscribed, we appreciate you. You're the reason we keep diving into these hilarious topics. So did we manage to put a smile on your face? Or perhaps you have a different take on the life of a plumber? Either way, we're all ears. Until next time, keep your humor flowing and your pipes clear.